Starting for the River Lions, Adam Klee, number 13, Drew, Guillaume Boucard, Jalen Tate, and Marvell White. And the game's underway. The River Lions have possession. Tate with the ball up top, into the post position. The Waith pitches it out. Shot clock running down. Offensive board. Tate gets fresh set of numbers on the shot clock. Good team D by the Highlanders. They move the ball the other way. Ty Beatty taking it downtown. That's out of bounds. That's Highlanders ball. Good team defense by the Highlanders underneath there after a good offensive board by Tate, but they turned around, no score. And now Beatty's setting up top over to Charles Mann. Charles Mann has support at Bigelow. To Bigelow. Way downtown, 3 points. Tydron Beatty gets the Highlanders on the board first. Payan Boucard to pressure D from Bigelow. Boucard from way out, and that's tipped out of bounds. And it's Highlanders ball from underneath their own basket. Should I say from the sidelines? Beatty into Bigelow on the ball first time in this game. Beatty backing off the defender. Turnaround fadeaway jumper over the top, and just a bit of rim there. Or Tate. Duke Monty being called on a foul there. That's a non-shooting foul, and the River Lions will take it underneath by Asayande, underneath the basket, and Charles Mann to Bigelow, cross center. Inside, a beautiful pass inside, and that'll be a shooting foul. For the line for two. On the first free throw attempt. Union, South Carolina. Tydron Beatty's a 6'7" forward. He played for the Globetrotters. He also played in the up 5-0. River Lions set up here on offense. Tate all the way around through the paint. And Muldrew at the top of the back to Tate. Whoa. Tate kicks it to Payan Boucard, who makes the first. Charles Mann, the top of the three line here at center court. He calls Asayande in for the pick. He decides to shoot himself from three. It's off the rim. The other way, nice defense by beautiful Kevin Lazelle into the game, or should I say Duke Monty. Nice bit of defense, steals it at half, stays with it, stays hungry, gets the rebound, drives the hoop, gets the. Duke Monty misses the first one. Foot guard from Grand Rapids, Michigan. He played at Oakland University, and he played in the G League of the NBA. Highlanders double up on the Niagara River Lions, 6-3 here in the. Antonio Bigelow getting called for holding on. And River Lions to inbound. Takes it right to Jaywan Tate. Takes it to Charles Mann, making a strong move into the. Adam Klee gets called on that foul. That's his second foul for the River Lions. It sends Charles Mann to the line. 6 guard from Atlanta, Georgia. Played his ball at University of Georgia. He misses his first one. He'll shoot 2. Here's his second. 7-5 Highlanders. Quarter of this game. Trying to keep them on their side of half. Forces a pretty difficult layup. Goes back on the left side of the three line. Asayande looking for room. Nobody in the paint. Asayande makes a strong move to a gaping hole underneath there. Upon himself to move into that space. River Lion defenders, and one of them got a hand in on him, and he'll shoot bonus. Really good start for the Highlanders tonight. 9-5. Highlanders over River Lions. Waith, turn around, pull back, but Tydron Beatty brings it up the floor. A little past Duke Monty. During the pregame warm-up, and it came in handy there. Tydron Beatty, who's filling the net here in the first quarter. That's 11-5 for the Highlanders over the Lions. That's Tate making a move to the. Bigelow's right back up the floor. Give the Lions no time to set up. Now they're taking their time. Monty takes it into the rough area, looking for a beautiful pass. All day long for Beatty from outside. He's not going to miss. 14-7 Highlanders. They're doubling this first quarter. Really nice bit of D and a bit of a plunge there by Waite. Bigelow saw it happening and couldn't do anything about it. And it was a give and go and a plunger. 14-9 Highlanders. Bigelow set up on the right side of the court. Looking Boucard. They called a double dribble on Pay and Boucard. Hakeem Johnson's into the game for Shane Osayende, number 10. Hakeem Johnson, he checks in. Antonio Bigelow inbound for the Highlanders, and the River Lions have D by Pay and Boucard. That's the second play he made. If it wasn't for that double dribble, he'd have 2 defensive steals on this quarter there, and he's a Guillaume Pay. Bigelow to Duke Mundy up top side, and he makes a beautiful, strong move inside, looking for the foul, but instead he just gets the 2, and River Lions are back on offense. That's Tate to layup by Connor Wood, number 11 for the Niagara River. Touch of the ball. He hits the back of the rim on an attempt to 3. Really nice D by, oh, he can't make it go. He had two shots at that there and couldn't make that ball drop. Good defense. Antonio Bigelow made a nice steal there. Waite from the top, off brings it across half. He makes a beautiful little dribble fake. That's another. It looks like Hakeem Johnson might have got his face in the way of, got his hand in the way of on the eye there. He's not going to get a foul for that though. He ran into that foul. It'll be Highlander ball. Bruce Massey checks into the game. His first time on home court as a Cape Breton Highlander. Number 1, Bruce Massey. He joins the team. He's from, and he got his first touch of the ball right there, and he plays the ball to Duke Mundy, who pulls up, and Highlanders over the Lions. 5:35 left in this first quarter of this game here at Center 200. River Lions on offense, an uncontested layup there, and an offensive board. Jamal Reynolds. He fouled number 20, who's Kevin Loiselle checks in to take Ty Beatty out of the game. And into the game is Jaywan Hill. Shot for 3 by Wood. He misses. He gets the rebound. He kicks it out to Hill. Hill tries to put it up from 3 too, but defensive boards by Jamal Reynolds, and they're back up the floor. Zell, who's off the front of the rim from 3 land, but really good offensive boards. Duke Mundy settles things down. Mondy to Massey. Massey setting up. Loiselle tries to lay a pick. Some pretty heavy D on him by Jaywan Hill. That's Mondy. Back to Hakeem Johnson, who pulls up. D boards by Tate. Back to Payan Boucard. Boucard over to Wood, but errant pass, and that'll be Highlanders ball. Jamal Reynolds. Duke Mundy knocks it down. Bruce Massey steps in and gets his first points as a Cape Breton Highlander. Score is 20-13 for Cape Breton. Omar Strong from 3 land and knocks it down from almost center court there. That's Omar Strong for 3. And back up the floor is Bruce Massey. Massey looking for some support. He finds Kevin Loiselle. Or should I say Duke Mundy, who hits from 3 land. Answers that 3 with a 3. Duke Mundy, beautiful. Up the floor is Strong. Strong to Wood. Lions have possession to Hill. Hill shoots over the top of Kevin Loiselle, but no good. Great D back up the floor. There's Bruce Massey. Back to Kevin Loiselle. A lot of communication between these Highlanders. They're going to call that against, I think they're going to call that against Kevin Loiselle. That looked like a bit of a charge. Kevin Loiselle pitched it out to Bigelow there, and when he picked his head up on the crossover, there was a River Lion standing in front of him, and he mowed him down, so that'll be a foul. And River Lions will inbound from underneath their own basket. Omar Strong brings the ball up the floor for the number 10, Omar Strong. Hill sets a pick. They tried that same beautiful strip by Massey. Nice defense by Massey and Loiselle. They both put enough pressure on. Strong and Hill were trying another little give and go where they were creating some space inside the paint, but that didn't fool the Highlanders this time. Loiselle and Massey play team defense and take it away, and Loiselle hits the bonus. 26-16, Highlanders over the Lions. Strong's back on offense for the Niagara River Lions. He's moving around the top of the three. He puts up a three ball. That's off the rim, and Reynolds rebounds nicely to Mondi. Mondi brings it across center, passes it inside to Bruce Massey, who makes a beautiful layup. I haven't seen this kind of energy for the Cape Breton Highlanders. By the way, welcome to everyone on YouTube. If you have any comments during the game, if you want to find out anything about any of the players or anything that's happening here on court, feel free to jot it in the comment box here on the YouTube channel. And my colleague who's joining me for this game, Taylor Calling, he'll jump online and we'll respond to any comments you make to us on YouTube today. 28-16, Highlanders lead this game with about 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. And pull-up jumper by Cly. He hits one from outside. Connor Wood, I should say, knocks that down for three. And the Highlanders are back on offense with a 9-point lead. Antonio Bigelow to Bruce Massey, back to Bigelow, and they're around the outside to Hakeem Johnson. Hakeem pulls up for two. It's off the front of the rim, but there's a great offensive rebound by Massey. He's all over the floor. Kevin Loiselle thought about shooting three, but he gives it to Bigelow. Bigelow pulls up, and it's off the back of the rim. Another attempt at boards. Hakeem Johnson thought he took an elbow there, and he may have. That's going the other way. That's charging. A really nice plant by the Highlanders defender. Marvell Waite gets a charging foul on a nice piece of planted D by the Highlanders there. They inbound to Bigelow. Jamal Reynolds to Bigelow, who brings it across the center. Bigelow looking to set up all kinds of action in the paint right now. Bruce Massey having a look. Jamal's underneath. Puts some moves on Smith. He takes a foul going in, and he'll shoot two for that. Foul, number 22, Andrevius Smith takes his first personal foul of the game. Going to the line is number 10, Hakeem Johnson. He'll shoot two. With a 9-point lead, with 1:26 left in the first quarter of this game. Number 0, Javon Tate into the game for the Niagara River Lions. Nothing but mesh. Couldn't make the second one go, but they get the offensive board. They're calling Bruce Massey on a. Thought he had the offensive board, but instead the foul goes the other way. And Niagara River Lions have the ball. Tate pitches it inside to Strunner. They break the 20 mark now. 29-20 Highlanders. Bigelow on offense. Bigelow to Kevin Loiselle. Andrevius Smith looking for a foul there, but it was just a strong play by Johnson on the body. And instead,
Foul number 0, Javon Tate, first personal foul.
Javon Tate, number 9, Jamal Reynolds to the line to shoot two. Well, that's 30 points now with that. Coach Spawn's got to be pleased to see his Cape Breton Highlanders put up 30 points with a minute left in the first quarter. One of two for Reynolds. It's 30-21. 9. Javon Tate brings it over the line. The rim line's over to Strong. Omar Strong kicks it to Wood. It's off the back of the rim, and Kevin Loiselle rebounds, gives it to Bigelow to bring it up the floor. The quarterback pitches it over to Jamal Reynolds. Reynolds way out up top to Massey. Massey back to Hakeem, looks off the defender and lays a three. And what a beautiful, he looks his defender off to create some airspace for himself and shoots one. Cape Breton Highlanders, a lot of rough stuff underneath, looking for fouls, no good. Johnson, 16 on the clock. Shot clock. 10 seconds left. Bigelow setting up for one last play. Inside to Johnson. For the second quarter of this game, Highlanders up by 8. The River Lions to start on offense. Bringing it across the line is Tate. Tate to strong, try to play it into the paint. A beautiful pickoff by Shane Osayende. Hands it off to Bigelow. Bigelow to Johnson. Johnson makes a beautiful move back to Bigelow. Bigelow drives hard and is rewarded. Switches hands in the air. Protected hand makes a beautiful lay in there. It's 35 points on the board for the Highlanders right now. Looks like the River Lions going to slow this down a little bit here. Wow, that's a big, strong move there by Sam Muldrow, who just backs the defender off in the paint and puts one up over top of him for 2. Jamal Reynolds. Jamal Reynolds finds Kevin Loiselle inside, and a fake pass to Osayende, who dunkaroo. 37-23. Shane Osayende with the dunk and a beautiful little look-away pass from Kevin Loiselle inside. Highlanders have really perfected their offensive passing game. They're just moving everything around. It's all working. Payen Boucard to Omar Strong. When it's in and out, last touch there was Muldrow, so that ball will come back up the floor. That's Highlanders' ball under their own hoop.
River Lions take a second timeout.
Well, the River Lions have called another timeout. Joe Razzo's really got to get on the floor. Looks like Waite, Muldrow, and Tate for the River Lions. Cape Breton Highlanders at Kevin Loiselle, number 5, Antonio Bigelow, Hakeem Johnson, Shane Osayende, and Jamal Reynolds on offense. And Bigelow to bring the ball across the line. A little hold up here, not quite ready. Loiselle to Bigelow. Bigelow will bring that ball across center. Bigelow looking to switch Reynolds and Johnson. Johnson comes back up top, takes a couple picks. Kevin Loiselle back to Bigelow. Bigelow looking inside, cross. Well, it was a risky pass. High risk, low reward pass through the paint. It's picked off by Payen Boucard. Boucard back to Tate, back to Boucard. Feeds it inside to Muldrow. Beautiful. Osayende with the defensive board and kicks it to Bigelow. Brings it across center, takes himself right in, right to Kevin Loiselle. Takes a good look at it. No arc on that shot. Hits the front of the hoop. River Lions ball. They'll be inbounding from under their own bucket. Duke Monday checks back into the game, and Ty Beatty checks back into the game to replace Jamal Reynolds and Kevin Loiselle. Mondia assumes the defensive duty on Tate, and he brings it across center. Number 6, Waite from way downtown misses. Big strong boards on the inside. And Sam Muldrow knocks it down for 2 after a great offensive rebound. Ty Beatty back on the floor with his big first quarter offensive contribution. He leaves it for Hakeem Johnson. Takes a pick. Osayende. Oh, what a beautiful pass. Beautiful pass by Johnson to Osayende, and Osayende just a little butterfingers there, and it slipped through his hand. But it touched a River Line on the way to bounce, so it's Highlanders inbound under the River Lions bucket. Bigelow looking for someone. He way out to Johnson, who goes up high to get it. Boucard playing hard D on him. Oh, wow. And they're going to call a charge, I think, there on. They're going to call a charge on Hakeem Johnson there. Payen Boucard had his feet planted, so that'll go against Hakeem Johnson. It's his first foul of the game. Marvell White checks into the game. And Tate brings it across the line. Tate to Connor Wood. Off the front of the hoop. 8:57 left in the second quarter of this game. Ty Beatty's upset with himself. He's going to come up the floor and make a difference now. Bigelow across the line to Duke Monday. Across to Hakeem Johnson, straight across the floor. Into the hands of Ty Beatty, looking to make up for that. And he does. Wow. He made himself after that offensive mistake on the previous play. Muldrow hands off to Tate and then sets up in a pick position, trying to create some space for Tate. Tate trying to find his way into the paint, backs into his own man. Connor Wood on his back heel. Couldn't quit that one to fall, and Osayende gets the beat. He takes a hard push going to the basket. That should be a shooting foul.
Foul number 6, Marvin Waite. Second personal foul.
Put the Highlanders back up by 13, I should say. 41-28 on the River Lions. Ty to shoot his second free throw. Ty's got 15 points in this game. 14-point lead for the Cape Breton Highlanders. Adam Clyde checks into the game for the River. Clyde puts it on the floor to Muldrow. Couldn't find it. Gets it back in Muldrow's hands. Muldrow working on Osayende. Osayende puts a hand in his face. Over Adam Clyde makes a nice defensive. Ty Beatty comes in for the fakes to Johnson and into Osayende, who is paint and getting rewarded for it underneath the basket. Osayende in front of the scorer's table. They've got a lot of weapons now. As Tate shoots a 3. Defensive rebound. Bigelow comes up with it. Beautiful behind the pass to Hakeem Johnson. What a no-look pass by Bigelow. Coming. Took it to the... Now Hakeem Johnson will shoot 2. It actually looks like the Highlanders smiles and high fives all over the place. It's right here if he can do it. That's good. Highlanders 45. 46-28 for the Highlanders. Checking into the game. Jaywan Hill checks into the game. Charles Mann's into the game for the Cape Breton Highlanders. Strong D by Antonio Bigelow there as Tate tries to bring it across center. Bigelow on Tate. Kicks it out to Boucard, who hits it. Charles Mann has the ball on offense for the Highlanders. Charles looking for some out to support him. Bigelow does. Side to Ty. Beatty shoots over the top of his defender. It can't. Tate playing switcheroo with Payam Boucard, who's looking to lay a pick on Bigelow, but Bigelow's a little too shifty for that. Look to Connor Wood outside, and that'll be a foul. That'll give the Niagara River Lions possession of the ball and the opportunity to in. Sorry, looks like Omar Strong's going to inbound here. Bruce Massey's back into the game for the Highlanders. To Adam Cly. Cly around to Strong. Charles Mann working on Strong. He lays it inside to Boucard. Boucard puts it on the floor. Out and no good. And rebound by Bruce Massey up the floor to Ty Beatty, who makes no mistake. Beautiful 3. Adam Cly back. If they get 2 of those 3 back on that play, it's 43 for Cape Breton Highlanders. Have a 16-point lead here right now. Whoa. And that's a 2-point shot. Beautiful shot. And Massey makes no mistake. Nothing but mesh. Adam Cly inside. He takes a strong foul. You know, sometimes you're going to take the ball. Osayende lays a hard game. Today's game, I should say. Paul DeBailey. Brian States. And a for today's game. Matchup between and the Atlantic Division's Center 200. Either of them go. And Duke Bondi back on offense. Bondi finds Charles Mann. Mann pulls up, misses everything. I thought there was a tip there, too. That was tipped out of bounds by a River Lion, but referees don't think so, and River Lions are back on offense. Tate cleans his shoes, takes possession, brings it across the line, and Duke Bondi working on him. And he's got to run himself out of room here on the right sideboards, but he managed to get it into Payam Boucard. That's no basket. Charles Mann gets called for a pushing foul there. It wasn't a shooting foul. So Jaylon Tate will inbound from underneath the basket. He gets it into Omar Strong. Passes it off to Adam Cly. Cly back to Jaylon Tate. Back to Omar Strong. Strong kicks it out to Payam Boucard for a 3, but he's off the front of the rim. Osayande gets the defensive board, gives it to Charles Mann, who brings it across center. Wow. Bruce Massey all alone from three-land, but he catches a bit of the rim, and it's off the side. Back down the floor is Klee. And hard double-team defense on Cly, and the ball goes the other way, and that's Duke Mondi bringing it in right into the paint all by himself. Oh, and he tries a nice move, but Payan Boucard plays nice defense on him. And River Lions look to pull up. That's only a two-pointer. That's never a three. His foot looked like it was inside, but looks like they're giving him three for that. I thought I saw his foot over the line there. Coach Spahn agrees with me. He's yelling on that. That was a two-point shot as well, but I guess they don't have eyes in the back of their head. They can't see every play. Bruce Massey back to Ty Beatty, and that is a three-point ball, but off the side of the rim. Back up the floor. Jaywon Tate to Guillaume Payan Boucard. Whips it back around the rack the horn here to Smith. Smith at the baseline. Kicks it back out. That's over half. And that's just a mental breakdown there, not being able to pass that ball cleanly. And that'll be Highlanders' ball because it's back over half. And in basketball, you cannot bring the ball back into your zone after you're in the offensive zone. Kevin Wazel checks back into the game for the Cape Breton Highlanders, and he'll inbound. Wow, beautiful bit of defense right away by Waite to Tate. And that was a sloppy inbound by Kevin Wazel. Tried to inbound to Bruce Massey, but they had a read on him there. And sure enough, that's a basket for the River Lions. I'm trying to make up for it there is a beautiful play to the hoop by Bruce Massey. Takes it to the basket. 53-38, Cape Breton Highlanders. 3:20 left in the first half. Ali Ahmed checks into the game. Number 32, Ali Ahmed checks into the game. First time in the game for the Cape Breton Highlanders today. He'll go to work on Sam Muldrow. Tate brings it across the line for the River Lions. Big Muldrew is going to lay in a pick on Duke Mondi there, and it works nicely, give and go. And he makes a beautiful shot. Nice piece of offense there by the River Lions. Back up the floor come the Highlanders. Bruce Massey brings it across the line. He kicks it to Duke Mondi. Duke Mondi out top to Charles Mann, who quarterbacks from the top. Loisel lays a little pick for him, creates some room. Bruce Massey from three-land. And that's nothing but mesh from Massey with a hand in his face. Puts 56 points on the board for the Highlanders to 40 for the Lions. 16-point lead. Jaywon Tate takes it strong inside. He puts it underneath to Payan Boucard, who puts it off the glass and takes two. Wazel back into Massey, and they're bringing it back up on offense. 56-42 for the Highlanders. 2:25 left in this second half of the game. Bruce Massey to Kevin Wazel. He's all by himself. He still kicks it over to Charles Mann. Charles on the floor to Ali Ahmed. Ahmed looks to move to the basket and does, and lays a beautiful left-hand or right-hand layup. And Ahmed makes his presence known in this game by putting two on the board. Back across the line, Jaylon Tate for the Niagara River Lions. A lot of physical play by Sam Muldrew to get the ball back. This was the same play as last time. Does he still have the range? No, sir, he does not. Defensive board by Duke Mondi brings it back up the floor to Charles Mann. And they're going to call Charles Mann on the travel there. It looked like he was planted, but referee Paul DeBailey had a pretty good view. He was standing pretty much on his shoelaces, so he saw that one. And that'll be Niagara River Lions ball in their own end. Wade will inbound. He ends it bound to Jaylon Tate. He'll bring it across the line for the Lions. Tate to Marvell Waite. Marvell Waite, number 6 for the River Lions. Gets it inside to big Sam Muldrow. He got a lot of defensive pressure there. Waite in and out. And they're going to call a 3. They're going to call Kevin Wazel on the foul there. Kevin certainly didn't think he touched him. He just tried to get a hand in his face. But that's not a shooting foul. Coach Joe Razzo giving some sideline defensive information to Hooper. Actually, that is a shooting foul. because he was shooting for 3 on that. Marvell Waite goes to the line to shoot 3. 1:29 left in the first half of this game. 1:29, I should say, in the second quarter. Marvell Waite makes the first of 3. Cuts the lead to 15 by the Cape Breton Highlanders. Marvell Waite makes the second. He's a forward. He's 6'9". His hometown is Toronto, Ontario. He went to school at Arkansas, played his college ball at Arkansas. Toronto-born forward, number 6, Marvell Waite. His third bonus shot here after the foul by Kevin Loisel. And he makes it count. He makes all 3 count. I mean, that's what you need to do when you get those kind of bonuses. That's a 13-point game. It's 58-45 for the Cape Breton Highlanders. Checking back into the game is Jaywan Hill. Checks back in for the River Lions. Hakeem Johnson in the game as well for the Cape Breton Highlanders. Johnson, Reynolds, Mondi, Ahmed, and Massey for the Cape Breton Highlanders as they go back on offense with 1:25 left. Hakeem Johnson from way downtown. Duke Mondi tries to get the rebound. He ice cream coned it out of bounds there and leaves it on the floor for the Niagara River Lions to inbound. That was a good try by Duke Mondi. Tried to keep that alive, but wasn't able to. He ran out of real estate. Jalen Tate to bring it across the center line for the Niagara River Lions. He's being worked on by Duke Mondi. Mondi putting really strong pressure on him. Pick set up by Woodrow, but he works his way around, and that's just really tenacious offense by Jalen Tate to make that 2-point basket. But Bruce Massey making his presence felt on this Cape Breton Highlander team in this game. Although Payam Boucard's back up the floor all by himself. Nice offensive boards by the River Lions, but they can't make it happen, and Ahmed takes that rebound away and gets the ball back down the floor inside to Jamal Reynolds, who puts it off the glass to score 60 points in this first half. 60-47, leads by 13. 30 seconds left in the first half of this game, and look like they're setting up for a final shot here, although the Highlanders will get another crack at it. There's only 10 left on the shot clock. Marvell Waite does a little spin move. Gets it back outside to Sam Muldrew. Can't find the range. 14 seconds left, but they get the offensive rebound. They kick it into the corner to number 23, Hooper. Hits a 3 from the corner with 5 seconds on the clock. 3 seconds left on the clock. From downtown for 3, and it's no good. And that's the end of the first half. 60-50, Cape Breton Highlanders. Serious player in this game. He leaves the point with 3 games. He had, or 3 points, I should say, in the first half before heading out. He's got a block shot. And he had 4 rebounds in the first half, so they'll need someone to replace that. Highlanders take possession here to start the second half. Bigelow to Duke Mondi. Mondi trying to create some room for himself. It was a nice pick by Ty Beatty. That's Shane Osayandi. Osayandi looking for support. He gets some from Bigelow with 7 on the shot clock. Bigelow takes it underneath, kicks it right to Charles Mann, and a big rejection from Sam Muldrew, but 1 second. They're going to put 1 second back on the shot clock, and it'll be inbound. They're going to put 1 second on the shot clock. Antonio Bigelow will inbound. Cape Breton's going to have to get the ball off pretty quick here. Referee Paul DeBailey making sure that that clock is set to 1, and there it is. Shot clock set at 1. Bigelow to inbound. They got to get it off quick. Right to Beatty, and up and in. What a play. What a play. No time on the shot clock. Beautiful. 62-50 for the Cape Breton Highlanders. Jayron Tate kicks it to Waite. Waite to Payam Boucard inside to Sam Muldrew. He's back across court to Tate. Back up top to Waite, who makes a move, strong move to the board. No good. Osayandi comes up with the rebound. And the Highlanders are back away with it to the other Charles Mann takes it strong to the hoop. What happened? Seems funny that he would try to pass that ball. He had a clear lane coming in there and no defender's hands in his face, but he chose to kick it to the corner and nobody was there. Lions ball. They bring it across half. Jaylon Tate. He pulls up for a three. It's off the rim and tipped out of bounds by Payam Boucard. And that's Highlanders ball in their own end. Man to Bigelow. Bigelow bringing it right across half here. 10:45 in the third quarter. Bigelow sets up, puts it on the floor to Mondi. Mondi, a tough defender, but he shoots over top of him and off the back of the rim. Guillaume Payam Boucard with the defensive rebound. He brings it strong to the paint, puts it off the scoreboard. That's out of bounds. That'll be Cape Breton ball. Ty Dranbeedy will inbound here. Coach Roca is really greasing the referee there. Thinks that ball was still in play, but we could all see it from here. It went off the score clock, the shot clock, I should say, and that's out of bounds. Bigelow to Beatty. Beatty to Mann. Hard defense by Cly. Osayende all by himself in three-point land. Uncontested. No hands in his face, and he drains it. Lions back up the floor. Boucard inside to Muldrow. Muldrow pulls up over the top of Osayende, who makes another beautiful defensive rebound. Puts it in the hands of Bigelow, who's looking to make some moves on Cly. And that ball gets into the hands of everybody's hands, but it comes up in Cly's hands, and he gives it to Boucard, who has an uncontested three and knocks it down. Bigelow just walked himself into a three-pack of Lions there and couldn't get away, and that ball ended up in the other hands. It goes down the other way for a two-pointer. But Bigelow gets another shot at it here as he brings it up and quarterbacks this. Puts it in Duke Mundy's hands. Bit of a defensive switch there. Ty Beatty with a hand in his face. In and out. Muldrew with the rebound. Kicks it out to Cly. Adam Cly up the floor. How many steps can you take? But he makes it. Cape Breton Highlanders ball with 9 minutes left. Bigelow brings it across the floor. Mondi to Mann. Mann back to Bigelow. Bigelow to Charles Mann, who finds himself on the left side outside the three, looking to make a move inside. He needs some help. He kicks it back to Bigelow over to Ty Beatty, which gets blocked trying to shoot a three. And that's taken back up the floor by Marvell Waite. Inside to Boucard, inside to Muldrow. Muldrow puts it on the floor and goes over the top. Charles Mann takes a holding foul. Not a shooting foul. So the River Lions will take possession underneath the Highlanders' hoop. Hakeem Johnson checks into the game. Charles Mann comes out. Tate to inbound for the Lions. 10-point game. Over to Marvell Waite. Back to Tate. Jaylon Tate inside to Muldrew, who pulls up and fighting hard for the defensive rebound. It looks like they're going to get a jump ball out of that. The baby blue shoes on Cly. He's lying on the floor, flopping around, but I thought they were calling a jump ball, but it looks like they're giving that to the River Lions. River Lions go inside. That's a late call on Ty Beatty. There was a push there, but the referee is going to call Ty Beatty on the push. Ty takes his third personal foul, and that'll put the ball back in Niagara River Lions' hands. Inbound Tate. Tate to Marvell Waite. Waite kicks it out top to Payam Boucard, who tries to take it inside. Puts it on the floor and does not end up with it. All the way up floor to Duke Mondi, who has gets his own rebound off the missed layup and can't quite make the second one. Did everything right except put it in the hoop there. Muldrew tries to bring the ball up floor. That's not his duty usually. But he brings it across half, gets it inside. And looks like Wade takes a foul there. And he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Tydron Beatty, a little frustration there. Takes his 4th personal foul. He'll have to sit down. And Kevin Wazell checks into the game, gives Beatty a rest. Marvell Wake goes to the line for the River Lions. He'll shoot 2 with a 10-point game. Highlanders lead 65-55, 7:55 left in the 3rd quarter. He finds the mesh, makes it a 9-point game. Marvell Wade to shoot his 2nd 3 throw. Fans starting to get on him a little bit. Doesn't work, he makes it. Bruce Massey checks back into the game. Looks like he'll take Duke Mondi out of the game. Nope, Mondi stays in the game, I should say. Massey brings it across the line. Kicks it over to Johnson. Johnson makes a bit of a move, steps back outside, inside to Osayande. Osayande puts it on the floor. A lot of hands there on that ball. No fouls, though. Defensive rebound goes the other way. Adam Cly. Cly to Tate. Tate to Marvell Waite. Marvell Waite looking for some support to his right. He finds some. Payan Bouchard inside to Muldrow, who puts it up over the top of Duke Mondi. And makes it a 6-point game. Highlanders 65. Lions 59. Bruce Massey over to Kevin Loisel. Loisel makes a really terrible pass to Tate, picks it off and comes down, gets his own rebound, kicks it out beautifully to Bruce Massey. Massey to Mondi, up strong, and he'll shoot 2 for that. He's fouled by big Sam Muldrow, has to get in his way as he was driving straight to the basket. Duke Mondi will go to the line. Lions are starting to make a game of this. It's only a 6-point lead now. Duke Mondi will need to put 2 on the board here to pad this lead a little bit more. Uncontested free throws. He's been pretty good at them. He makes the first one. They shot 68.8% actually. The Cape Breton Highlanders shot 68.8% on free throws in the first half. Probably some of their best shooting of the year on free throws. And that's in and out. Mondi makes 1 of 2. The ball goes quickly back the other way. Bouchard back to Tate. Marvell Waite looking to make a block there. Bit of a switch. Into the hands of Adam Clee. He goes up over top and lays it in for 2. A 5-point lead. Adam Cly, I should say. Forgive me for the pronunciation there. That's Adam Cly. Hakeem Johnson with the ball. Working on Adam Cly, and Adam looked like he had his feet planted. That'll be a foul against Hakeem Johnson. Connor Wood checks back into the game and giving Payan Bouchard a rest. River Lions have possession. Looks like Highlanders are going to play some press defense there and create some space for Adam Cly, who kicks it back out to Jalon Tate, I should say. Tate way at center court there. Takes the ball himself, moves it inside. It's off the basket. Good rebound by Bruce Massey. Massey takes it back down inside to a Kevin Loisel, who was all by himself and couldn't make it go. Tate taking it right downtown, and he's fouled hard going to the hoop. Kevin Loisel takes the foul. Not a shooting foul, so they'll take it inbound. Oh, it is a shooting foul, I'm sorry. Going to the line, number 6.
In the game, correction, shooting for the River Lions, Jalen Tate.
Jalen Tate, he's a guard. He's 6'3". He's from hometown of Chicago, Illinois. He played his basketball at Illinois and plays now for the Niagara River Lions in the National Basketball League of Canada. He makes his free throws and makes it a 4-point game. It's 66-62 for the Cape Breton Highlanders. As Bruce Massey brings it back across the line. Number 1, Massey. Another piece of defense by Adam Cly. Adam Cly. The Highlanders are getting a little sloppy with the passes. And the River Lions are being quite aggressive on defense. So they've got a couple over the top. No good. Goes back up the floor. Nice rebound. Duke Mondi to Mondi for the rebound. He gets it. Kicks it to Oseandi, who tries to jam it. Or should I say Connor Wood. He kicks it out to Marvell Wade, who tries one from 3 land. No good. And there's an offensive foul underneath by, it looks like Sam Muldrow will take that foul. He doesn't look too happy about it. And it brings a jerseyless, a J1 Hill. Bit of a wardrobe change there for Hill as he comes into the game. Bruce Massey picks it up, takes it across center. Some movement on the ball by Duke Mondi, moves around to take possession. Wazell sets a nice pick. They're looking inside to Oseandi, gives it back to Mondi. Duke Mondi working hard on Marvell Wade, inside to Hakeem Johnson, and a beautiful layup. Highlanders needed that. They make the lead by 6 again at 68-62 for the Highlanders. Adam Cly makes a pretty fancy move on Mondi there, takes it to the hoop, but no good. Bruce Massey's away with it the other way. He sets up to Johnson, who, almost had the range there. It was in and out. Back up the court is Tate. Tate looks to get inside and takes a foul. A lot of slaps in there. They're probably going to give that foul to either Mondi or going to give that foul to Duke Mondi, I think. Oh, no, Hakeem Johnson takes that foul. Antonio Bigelow checks back into the game for the Highlanders, giving Duke Mondi a rest. Jalen Tate will shoot 2. To shoot 2 in a game that's gotten a lot closer. It's a 6-point lead for the Highlanders. Make that 5. 62-63, 68-63, I should say, Cape Breton Highlanders. Tate to shoot his second free throw. And it's good. Bring the ball across the center line. Highlanders setting up. Wassell lays a little pick for Bigelow. Oseandi trying to get open in the paint. Hakeem Johnson on the right, inside to Oseandi. Oseandi takes a foul. Takes a foul from J1 Hill. I slapped him underneath. That was not a shooting foul, so the Highlanders will inbound with 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Bigelow to inbound. Someone getting open there. They kick it way out to Bruce Massey at the top of the key. Top of the 3, I should say. Back to Bigelow. Bigelow inside to Hakeem Johnson, makes a strong move. As he went by with the ball, as he made that turn, it looked clean, but referee didn't think so, so it's River Lions ball coming the other way. Jalen Tate takes it across center for the River Lions. A lot of running around going here. Connor Wood trying to get himself open. They try to pass inside there. They're looking for a tip. It wasn't there. Just trying to make a play into J1 Hill, who was not open, and the ball went out of bounds, and now it's Cape Breton Highlanders ball coming back the other way. Bigelow sets up. Kicks it to Hakeem Johnson. Back to Bigelow. What a pass by Johnson to Massey behind his back into the paint. Bruce Massey puts it off the glass, and that's 2 points. 70 on the board for the Highlanders. It's a 6-point lead. Fly takes it inside, puts it on the floor to J1 Hill. And Max Cooper's back into the game for the River Lions. Kevin Wassell. Massey with the ball. Massey to Hakeem Johnson. They got a little pushing foul on Connor Wood. That's his second personal foul, and that'll result in the Cape Breton Highlanders inbounding from the left side of the court. Hakeem Johnson to Bigelow. Bigelow right into Massey, who's wide open in the top of the key, and beautiful jump shot. They call a foot foul. They card, which sends the ball back to Highlanders, and now River Lions basket. That was a He was standing on the court inbound that ball. You're not allowed to do that. Hakeem Johnson back to Bigelow. Getting a card, makes up for his mistake, but puts it in Omar Strong's hands. Strong looking for some support. Out comes Hill to do some picking. Strong keeps it himself. It's off the back of the rim. Puts it back in Bigelow's hand. Connor Wood's going to argue that one, but he got a hand in on Antonio Bigelow as he was going by. Looked like Bigelow go under the basket and inbound with inbounds to Osayende. Osayende puts it in. Wood working on Johnson. Got a hand on his back. Johnson trying to create. That's really good D by Wood. Big pass to Antonio Bigelow. A bit of a tip there. In and out. Bukar goes the whole distance. And he gets fouled a couple times there. Call the foul on. Bukar, the big scorer of the River Lions, and he makes his shot there. 72 for the Cape. 4 left in the third period of this game. Hakeem Johnson with the ball. Goes over everybody, lays it in, and they're going to call a charge on Massey there. He's appealing that one. He didn't think feet were planted. Nobody thinks. Bukar will inbound. Connor Wood with the ball, gives it back to Omar Strong. Bigelow playing nice. Press D on him inside, but he brings it across the line in plenty of time. Jawan Hill misses that one. Nice defensive rebound by the Highlanders. Bigelow with the ball. Point land, off the rim. Massey gets the rebound. It's stripped from him. They're going to call possession by the Highlanders. 2 of them ended up. Bruce Massey had the reception. They're going to call that a good ball for the Highlanders. And they're going to inbound from underneath the River Lions basket. Bigelow to inbound. Ahmed, Johnson, Wazell, Mann on offense. Andrevius Smith is in for the River Lions, number 22. Ahmed on the floor to Bigelow. Bigelow back to Hakeem Johnson. But they call out Lions. That was Ali Ahmed's first foul. He was contesting it there with the referee, but no good. And Omar Strong bringing the ball back across half for the River Lions. Strong looking for some space. Passes to Andrevius Smith. They're going to, no basket. They're going to call travel there, I think. It looks like he took too many steps. Wazell inbounds to Bigelow. He's moving. Bigelow moves Ahmed to the far left corner. Back outside to Loisel. Puts the ball in the corner for Charles Mann. Charles Mann looking for some support. Way across. Picked off by Pay. The 5-point game, 72-67 for the Cape Breton Highlanders. Bigelow with possession. Inside to Hakeem Johnson. That's white ball. That went off of Bukar. Bigelow will take the ball and inbound it with 11 seconds on the shot clock. 36.5 left in the third quarter. Sorry, Hakeem Johnson to inbound here. They're going to put someone out. Bigelow makes some space for himself and takes that pass right inside to Charles Mann. A lot of hands in his face there. He's looking for a foul, but no good. Omar Strong to Connor Wood. And Connor Wood looked like he walked with that ball too. Sure enough, that's a travel. These River Lions are doing a lot of walking. Wazell inbounds to Bigelow. Bigelow brings it across. 21 seconds left in the quarter. Man to Loisel to Johnson. Johnson setting up to Bigelow. Bigelow to Mann. Bigelow to Johnson. Kevin Loisel working on Smith. Ahmed gets the rebound, offensive rebound with 1 second on the clock, and that actually ends the third quarter. Once they put that basket on the run drills and have fun at an exclusive basketball clinic and Center 200 Pro Court run by the Highlanders. The River Lions are back on offense. Omar Strong takes it hard to the hoop and gets the 2. That tightens the lead up to 5. Bigelow and Beatty bringing it across center. Bigelow brings it across. Bigelow to Hakeem Johnson. Back to Charles Mann. Back to Bigelow. Lots of switching up top here. Ty Beatty. Beatty looking for some room. 6 on the shot clock. Beatty pulls up from way downtown. Nothing but glass there, though. Back the other way, and Connor Wood shoots from the corner and nails it. That gets the game to... That gets the score to within 2. And the Highlanders have to take care of defense here and start putting more points on the board. They've really let the River Lions back into this game. Bigelow to Beatty. Beatty puts it on the floor. Back to Mann. Mann comes inside. Connor Wood takes that foul for the River Lions. That's his 3rd personal foul. Jaywan Hood out of the game. Wood, should I say, Jaywan Hill out of the game, and Sam Muldrow back in. Shooting for the Highlanders, number 6, Charles Mann. Every point counts now in the 4th quarter. 10:59 left. Charles Mann to shoot 2. Highlanders 74, River Lions 72. Charles Mann makes the first one. Like I said, they need every point they can get now in this tight game. Charles Mann to shoot the second. And it's good. Charles Mann converts both his free throws. 4-point lead. 10:55 left in this game, and Omar Strong weaving the ball up court. He brings it to the top of the 3 and pulls up himself and knocks it down. 3-pointer. It's a 1-point game. A lot of chatter between Omar Strong and Antonio Bigelow. We got a real battle going on between those two guys. Charles Mann takes the ball back to Hakeem Johnson. Johnson has the ball stripped from him. And then Muldrow makes a beautiful play by saving the ball out of bounds and puts it off of Hakeem Johnson's legs, and that goes right back to Niagara. Referees having a little discussion here between Antonio Bigelow and Omar Strong. Just having a little chat with those guys, letting those two guys know that he's keeping an eye on them, and a lot of aggressive play going on there. Pretty exciting, actually. Omar Strong. Bit of an Academy Award on that foul for Omar Strong. Bigelow getting called on it. That's Bigelow's 2nd personal foul. Wait to inbound to Omar Strong. Omar Strong brings it across the line. And he shoots from George Street. Hits the rim. Defensive rebound by Charles Mann. The ball comes back up the floor. Bigelow inside to Ali Ahmed. That pass was a little too high for him. A little too much finger jamming between the basket. And Omar Strong's back up the floor. Kicks it out to Connor Wood, who puts it up for 3. And in and out. Ahmed gets the rebound. Ahmed's elbow makes pretty strong contact with the River Lions defender's face. That could be a concussion. He may need to go to the quiet room for that one. You call a technical foul on Hakeem Johnson, who's Highlanders are starting to get a little out of control here. That was a really nice bit of offense, and I think that's what Coach Spahn was talking about at the halftime break. He was talking about the Highlanders late in the second half just coming down on offense and just putting the ball on the hoop as opposed to trying to set up a play. So they're going to make a strong push here with just about 10 minutes left here in the game. Jalen Tate gets to shoot a technical here for the River Lions. He could tie the game with this shot. And does. Game's knotted at 76. Chance for the River Lions to go ahead for the first time since very early in the first quarter. Actually, that is their first lead of the game, 77-76.
Shooting 1 for the River Lions, Omar Strong.
That's 3 free throws on the technical. And that means the Lions are up by 2, 78-76, and they get possession of the ball. Connor Wood to inbound. Jalen Tate set up for the Lions. Tate moving around. Muldrow pulled a big pick for him. Back to Strong. Strong puts it on the floor, makes a move inside, kicks it back out to Wood. Wood to Tate. Tate back to Wood. Tate to shoot, and he knocks it down. They took advantage of that possession. They scored 5 points since they Highlanders last had the ball. And now they got to play catch-up. Duke Mundy back to Beatty, but he leaves it on the floor for Mundy. Mundy moves inside. Bigelow back to Osayende. Osayende with 7 on the clock, looking for somebody, anybody. Duke Mundy uncontested. Off the front of the rim, no good. Back the other way, Omar Strong. Strong to Bukar, who puts it up strong off the glass. No good, though. Nice rebound by Duke Bondi. Takes it back down on offense. Looking for some support. Puts it in Tydron Beatty's hands, who shoots 3. It's off the rim. They get no points on that possession. They're back the other way. River Lions cross center. Jalen Tate with the ball. Double team on Osayende inside. And he's going to take a foul. Shane Osayende turned around. And they're going to call Shane Osayende with a push on the inside there. That's going to send Connor Wood to the line. That's his second personal foul. Hakeem Johnson checks back into the game for Cape Breton. Bit of undisciplined play here by Cape Breton. They need to get their game back together here and start playing the way they were in the first half. Omar Strong cross floor to Tate. Tate right down center to Muldrew, who pulls up from the top of the 3-foot line and is unable to make it. 3-point line, I should say. Charles Mann tries to take it on his own and is defended quite nicely. Omar Strong puts up a 3. It's off the back of the rim. That's Highlander ball. Payam Bouchard tried to keep that ball inbound. He wasn't able to do it. The foot foul there, and Charles Mann inbounds the ball back to Antonio Bigelow. Will bring it across center with 8:18 left in the fourth quarter. Highlanders are down by 4. Highlanders to Duke Mondi. Takes the ball inside. Puts it on the floor to Osayende, who gets another jam. Another plunger. Shane Osayende. This is his second slam dunk of the game. And Tate brings it back for the River Lions. A 2-point game. They're up by 2. A lot of movement at the top of the 3-point line. That's in and out. Finally, a bit of defense and a little luck for the Cape Breton Highlanders as Mondi comes back the other way. There's a reach-in foul there. They're going to call that a reach-in foul by Payam Bukar. That's a non-shooting foul. Charles Mann will inbound from the right side, from the left side. Look for someone open. Antonio Bigelow gets open. He puts it on the floor inside to Duke Mondi, who takes it right to the hoop. And it's off of the back of the rim. Muldrew doesn't even jump. He just takes the rebound. Puts it in Tate's hand, kicks it out to Strong. Back to Bouchard, uncontested for 3 off the front of the rim. Hakeem Johnson on the defensive boards, gets it back up the floor. Charles Mann takes it into the paint and gets fouled going there. Connor Wood fouls Charles Mann, sending him to the line to shoot 2. Charles Mann has a chance to tie this game if he makes both these free throws. 7:21 left in the game. River Lions 80. Cape Breton Highlanders 78. Charles Mann to shoot. Nothing but mesh. 80-79. River Lions. Chance to tie the game here for Charles Mann. Six-foot-6 guard from Atlanta, Georgia, Charles Mann. He ties the game. Atlanta, Georgia, I should say. He ties the game. It's knotted at 80. Timeout. Stop the surge by the River Lions, who've really taken over this game, especially in the third and fourth quarter here. The River Lions are on offense now. Jalen Tate takes the ball. He's looking inside and puts it off his own foot. He really did have a clear line to the hole there, but he put it off his own foot and out of bounds, and that was a nice break for Cape Breton. Osayende inbounds to Bigelow. Bigelow on Omar Strong. Strong playing hard D on him, but he gets it across the line. Strong leaves it for Hakeem Johnson, who leaves it for Duke Mondi, who leaves it for Charles Mann. Nobody in the paint right now. Hakeem Johnson, 8 on the shot clock. Really strong D by the River Lions here. And not much to show for that offensive play. Ball right back in Boucard's hands, and he knocks it down. Back up the floor, Charles Mann. Back to Bigelow. Bigelow to Johnson. Johnson on the floor to Mann. Mann inside to Osayende, who gets fouled going to the hoop, and he'll shoot 2. Really nice pass inside the paint there to Osayende from Charles Mann. Osayende tries to take it off the glass, and he gets a slap on the hand, and that'll send him to the line for 2. Osayende makes the first one. Osayende spoke to us on the halftime break. He's from Toronto, Ontario. Played for the University of Saskatchewan. He's 6'6" forward. He's 24 years old. And he's made his second free throw to tie the game back at 82. Adam Clyde checks back into the game for the River Lions. Sitting down Sam Muldrow. Bigelow playing defense as Tate tries to bring it across the line, gives it to Omar Strong. Strong back to Tate. Tate back to Clyde. Clyde to Strong. Strong back to Tate. Really nice D by Bigelow right now, keeping everybody outside. Tate shooting from downtown, no good. Offensive rebound by Clyde. Clyde back to Wood, full shot clock left. Omar Strong setting up from up top. He's quarterbacking there. Looks like Clyde coming in to lay a pick on Charles Mann. Johnson keeps pressure on that. Boucard puts it on the floor and cuts through the paint, kicks it back out to Tate. They're going to call Bigelow on a block there. Antonio Bigelow takes that foul. Not a shooting foul, so they'll inbound here. Omar Strong to inbound for the Niagara River Lions. They look for some support here, and he finds it. He gets the ball back, cuts around baseline, puts it up on the hoop, and makes it. Charles Mann already down in the offensive zone. Back to Bigelow, back to Johnson. Johnson turns around, puts it back in Charles Mann's hands. He heads toward the hoop, takes a foul, going to the glass, and it's good. And he'll shoot one, bonus. Nice strong move to the hoop. Looks to me like number 9, Payam Boucard takes that penalty. That's his 4th personal foul. Shooting one for the Highlanders, Charles Mann. Really nice strong move to the hoop there, and he gets it to go and also gets the bonus. Mann for the lead. And it's in and out. Still a tie game, 84. 84 points for each team. Tate brings it across the line for the River Lions. A lot of movement here. Lots of switching, lots of cycling. Omar Strong takes it, looking to take it inside, puts it on the floor to Boucard. Boucard back to Strong. Strong with a hand in his face and makes it. Duke Mondi had a big hand in his face, and he makes it 3. Biggest lead of the game for the River Lions. They've got a 3. Jalen Tate, Payam Boucard, and Strong on the floor. Pressure defense from the River Lions, trying to force Cape Breton in their own end, but Bigelow brings it across the line and sets up. Duke Mondi came out for the pass, but that goes to Hakeem Johnson. Johnson puts it on the floor, moves around. Big Muldrew on him right now. He puts it on the floor inside to Osayende, back out to Hakeem Johnson. Pulls up for 3 and nails it at the buzzer to tie the game at 87. Big shot by Johnson. That should motivate the team. Let's see if they can play some defense here now and keep the River Lions without scoring on this drive. 15 on the shot clock. Strong being double teamed. It's kicked over to Connor Brown. He's off the back of the rim. Bigelow comes up with the defensive board, takes it across half, puts it in Duke Mondi's hands, who charges the lane and lays it in. That's good for 2 for Duke Mundy. That's 5 uncontested points by the Cape Breton Highlanders, gives them the lead back by 2, 89-87. Jalon Tate working on Mondi. Tate, big Sam Muldrow takes 2 men on his back there and allows Tate to sort of mosey into the right side of the court. He puts the ball back to Muldrow. Muldrow back to Tate for 3, and it's off the back of the hoop. Charles Mann grabs the defensive board, puts it in Antonio Bigelow's hands, who brings it across center. Bigelow. Omar Strong working on Bigelow. He's got his head on a swivel there, looking to see who Bigelow's going to pass to. He passes it to Mondi, who gives it to Charles Mann. 2 on the shot clock, over the top. Big rebound by Muldrow. Muldrow to Strong. They're back up the floor. Strong to Tate. Tate over to Peckham Bouchard. Bouchard loses it going inside. Beautiful strip by Osayende and Bigelow. Team up to strip that ball. And there's a nothing but mesh 3 by Hakeem Johnson. And it's 91-87 for the Highlanders. That was a good timeout by Coach Spahn. Whatever he said worked. Strong to Muldrow. Muldrow on the floor. Turns around inside. Goes to the hoop. Charles Mann makes a hard defensive play on him and takes the foul in the process, sending Muldrow to the line.
Highlanders foul number 6, Charles Mann. 3rd personal foul.
That's Mann's 3rd personal, sends Sam Muldrow, number 15, to the line. 6'9" guard from Florence, South Carolina. And he played for South Carolina. He played his college ball in South Carolina. And he's going to shoot 2. Makes the first one. Makes it a 3-point lead for the Highlanders, 91-88. 2:55 left in this game. Sam Muldrow to shoot his second. Fans get on him, and it seems to work. Still a 3-point game, 91-88. Bigelow takes the ball up court. Bigelow to Mann. Mann looking for Johnson to get open underneath, but he can't. Bigelow back to Mann. Mann puts it on the floor to Johnson. And they're going to call Payan Bouchard on the foul there on the reach in. That ball will go back to Cape Breton with 7 on the shot clock. They'll inbound from the baseline underneath the River Lions hoop. That'll be Antonio Bigelow to inbound right to Charles Mann. Charles steps out. He's going to set up a little bit here. I'm sorry, they've got a 10 on the shot clock now. Hakeem Johnson, who's been good for 3. That looks like it's a little bit short. That was a bit of an air ball there. He had a hand in his face just at the end. It must have distracted him. And he wasn't able to get enough arc and distance on that shot. Comes up short. 3-point lead by the Highlanders. Jalon Tate brings it over center for the River Lions. Muldrow looks inside. Alley-oop. Tate. Muldrow. What a beautiful alley-oop. Haven't seen any of those this game. River Lions make it a 1-point game. Hakeem Johnson gives the ball to Duke Mondi. Mondi to Bigelow. Bigelow in the corner to Charles Mann. Charles Mann puts the ball on the floor and cuts to the inside. Back to Shane Osayende. Osayende. Duke Mondi. 4 on the shot clock. Mondi cuts inside. Pulls up from his feet. No good. It was kind of a fadeaway one there. Mondi with no time on the shot clock. That's Omar Strong in the corner for the River Lions. Puts it on the floor to Payan Bouchard. And Mondi has to foul him as he was going to the hoop. Payan Bouchard will shoot 2 for that.
Highlanders foul number 11, Duke Mundy, 2nd personal foul.
Guillaume Payan Bouchard. Bouchard, he's a 6'6" forward. He's from Montreal. He played his college ball at Carleton University. He's 6'6", number 9. Guillaume Payan Bouchard. Fans get on him, but it doesn't work. It's a tie game. 91-91. Highlanders on offense. They take the ball back up the floor. Bigelow brings it across center. Duke Mondi with the ball on the right side of the floor. Mondi moving around, looking for some support. Charles Mann cut. They're going to call a foul on. They're going to call 2 fouls here. Double foul. Blue on Omar Strong, and they're going to call a foul on 6 Charles Mann. That's double fouls, and that'll be Highlander ball, but there was a little bit of aggressive. It looks like Omar Strong's a bit of a troublemaker out there, and he's getting everyone engaged. He's firing all the Highlanders up. Charles Mann takes his 4th personal foul on him. Johnson to Osayende. Coach Joe Razzo's going crazy here on the referees right now. Coach Razzo's pretty upset that he doesn't think that the shot clock started there. So he's hollering and yelling there. That doesn't matter. Shane Osayende goes to the line with a tie game with 1:16 left. Osayende to shoot 2. That one's no good off the front. Too late in the game to be missing those free throws. He gets a second chance for redemption here to put the Highlanders in the lead. He needs to make this one. They've got 6 fouls. They're calling 6 fouls here on Omar Strong. That means he'll have to step out of the game. Coach Joe Razzo is arguing with the referee about that, but there's a 6 foul rule here, which means that's the 6th foul. I'm sorry, on Payan Boucard. Boy, they could sure use him. But he's out of the game, and Cly's back in the game. Osayende still has 1 more free throw to shoot here to put the Highlanders in the lead. Cly back in the game. Payan Boucard out. He's an important defender and offensive player. He's out of the game now for 6 fouls. Osayende puts them in the lead. 92-91, Highlanders. 1:15 left in this game. Jaylon Tate brings it back on offense for the River Lions. Lots of man-to-man defense out there now, but they left Tate alone, and he drives to the hole and makes it. Looks like it's a 1-point game now for the River Lions. Bigelow across the line to Hakeem Johnson. Johnson to Charles Mann. Charles Mann finds a lane, puts it up. No good. Offensive board or defensive board grabbed by Muldrow. He puts it back in Jaylon Tate's hands, bringing it back across the line with 47 seconds left in the game. Lions are up by 1. They're setting up for a 2 here. Going to use the whole clock. 10 left on the shot clock. Omar Strong fakes, pulls up for 2, makes it. That's a 3-point game with 34.4 left. Shot clock. Shot clock won't matter because there's 21.6 left in the game. Inbound to Tate. Jaylon Tate. 19 seconds, 16 on the clock. Tate looking at the scoreboard. He's looking to set up the last shot of the game, letting it play all the way down. 10 seconds, 9, 8, a lot of movement. Keep Tate to the outside. He can't find any room. Lots of good defense. He puts the ball in the air. No good. And that's it. Overtime. 95-95. This game will go to overtime. Five minutes on the shot for the extra period. Cape Breton with possession. Ty Beatty to inbound. Inbounds to Bruce Massey. Massey has some strong D put on him by Strong, but he brings it across half. Strong to Mondi. Mondi to Bruce Massey, who shoots a 3. Good board, Osayende. Osayende with all the offensive rebounds and makes it go. That's hard work by Shane Osayende. No give up in that, man. 2 cracks at that offensive rebound, I should say. Put it on the hoop again and takes a foul. Makes 2, gets the bonus. Fouls at number 13, Adam Cly. Osayende isn't able to convert the bonus. Tate brings it back across, back to Cly, to Tate. Tate quarterback in there, pitches it to Adam Cly, back to Tate. They're working the right side of the floor pretty hard here. Boy, oh boy, that Omar Strong shoots with another hand in his face and nothing but mesh. 1-point game, River Lions 98, Highlanders 97, 4:15 on the clock. Johnson cuts through the top of the paint. Makes a few moves on Connor Wood and puts it off the glass and in. Beautiful spin around off the glass and in. Back and forth scoring here. Jalen Tate across the line. Muldrew with some physical business. He cuts inside. Whoa, what a bit of an acrobatic play there by Muldrew. Put that down, Muldrow. Duke Mondi looking for someone inside. Shane Osayende puts a hard foul on there, and Coach Joe Rosa thinks that was an intentional foul, but that was just a hard basketball play, and Osayende takes the foul for it. Tate to inbound. He's trying to wipe a bit of the foul off his nose there, but he seems okay. He's bringing it across center. Mondi trying to keep him on the other side. They're going to call Mondi on that foul there. They're going to call a foul on Duke Mondi. As Tate was bringing it across the line, he tried to sneak a hand backdoor there to free up that ball, and he got a bit of the arm, so it becomes a shooting foul for Jalen Tate. That's a 2-point lead now for the River Lions. It's 101-99. Tate to shoot a second free throw here. 3:36 left in the overtime period. And Tate makes the second one. That's a 3-point lead. Ty Beatty into Bruce Massey. Massey going to bring it across center here. Massey to Duke Mondi. Mondi looking for someone inside. He finds Bruce Massey. Massey working on Strong. He puts the ball up. Osayende comes in for the tip. All kinds of rebound. All right, they're calling Muldrew on the tip. Muldrew pleading innocence there, but no good. The referee says Highlander ball. Antonio Bigelow checks into the game. Massey checks out. Highlander ball. Fresh shot clock. Bigelow inbounds to looking for someone. Counts down. Duke Mondi takes it in the left corner. Connor Wood fouls Duke Mondi in the action of shooting a three, and he'll take 3 free throws. Mondi goes to the line for 3. Chance to tie this game if he makes all 3. Mondi makes the first one off the front of the rim and in. That's 100 points for the Cape Breton Highlanders. 102-100, River Lions. Mondi makes the second one. 1-point game. 3:12 left in the overtime period. Duke Mondi shooting his third. Off the front of the rim. Makes 2 of 3. Ball goes the other way. 1-point lead for the Lions. Omar Strong to bring it across half. He's a dangerous shooter. Don't let him be open. He can shoot from anywhere and does. That's a rare miss, but a tip in by big Sam Muldrew. Muldrew sends that back down. It's a 3-point lead again. Beatty makes a move inside. All right, that's going to go against the River Lions. He didn't quite get his feet planted there. He impeded the progress of Tydron Beatty, sending Beatty to the line to shoot 2. Connor Wood takes his second foul of this overtime period. That's his 6th personal foul. He'll need to come out of the game for that 6th foul. Adravia Smith into the game for Wood. Beatty at the line. First one's good. Beatty will shoot one more and then they'll go on defense here. They'll only be down by 1 if Beatty makes this second free throw. Off the front of the rim. Still a 2-point game. Lions up 104-102, and they take the ball back across half. Jalen Tate quarterbacking here. Sam Muldrew looking to get open and come inside. He pulls Strong back out. Strong makes a hard move to the center of the court. Kicks it back out to Smith. Back to Adrezius Smith. Smith moving around. 3 on the shot clock. And it's good. Adam Cly makes that layup. Duke Mondi takes the ball back on offense. So back out to Tydron Beatty, around to Bigelow. Bigelow inside gets his, it was almost a giveaway there, but back to Duke Mondi. Duke Mondi makes a move to the top of the paint. Kicks it back out to Hakeem Johnson, who knocks the 3 down. Brings it back to within 1. Jalon Tate takes the ball back up the floor. 1:57 left in this game. In the overtime period, 106-105, River Lions as they set up on offense. Omar Strong comes out to support Tate. Muldrow looking to make some trouble there inside. Uncontested layup for Jalon Tate. Takes it right to the hole and gets it to go. 3-point game again. Beatty makes a strong move on the baseline, over the top of everyone. Osayende thought he had the rebound, but he didn't. Smith takes it across center, gives it to Muldrow, who stops at the top of the 3, and then leaves it for Tate. Tate quarterbacking this play. He's got Duke Mondi on him. Nobody inside. They're looking to turn Sam inside, but he doesn't. Pulls up from the top and makes it. That was a dagger with 1:06 left. Jalon Tate for 3 makes it 111-105 for the Lions. They've opened up a 6-point lead with about 1:02 left in this game. Cape Breton forced to call its one and only timeout of the overtime period. Well, when Boucard checked out of the game there, he checked out with about 22 points. He was the leading scorer for the River Lions in regulation. Jalon Tate had 18 in regulation, and Omar Strong had 18 in regulation. They've both scored a few points since we started overtime. The scorers for the Cape Breton Highlanders, everyone was hot in the first half and not in the second half of this game. Ty Beatty with 17, Duke Mondi with 15, Shane Osayende with 14, and Bruce Massey with 15. Hakeem Johnson had 13 points at the end of regulation. And they're going to need some defense here. They're going to need to score on this play, and then they're going to need really good defense as they're down by 6 with 1:06 left in the game. Ty Beatty to inbound. Puts it on the floor for Bigelow. Bigelow. Omar Strong works on Bigelow to Duke Mondi. Bigelow to Mondi. Mondi cuts inside to Osayende. His favorite spot, side post for another plunger there for Osayende. That's his 3rd slam dunk of the game. All from the same position. And now Omar Strong is quarterbacking the offensive move here. They're going to use up the whole shot clock with a 4-point lead. Strong's going to, Muldrew comes out to support him. Nice strip by Bigelow. Bigelow strips, uncontested layup, beautiful. What defense by Antonio Big for the Niagara River Lions. Cly inbounds to Tate. Tate looks at Sam inside. Beautiful defense. Team defense there. Ty Beatty to Bigelow. 18 seconds on the clock. Johnson inside to Beatty, who can't make it go and gets stripped underneath the hoop, and they've got a foul. Oh, Beatty was open underneath and tried to jam it and got blocked by the rim. Oh, that was the tie right there in his hands, and he couldn't force it through the rim. Might have put that off the glass, but Oh, he chose to make a strong move up, and the rim got in the way. Omar Strong to shoot for the River Lions, and he makes the first one. Now a 3-point game. 7.9 seconds left in this game. It's a 2-score game. Bigelow's got to come down. They've got to score. We need the 3. No good. And that's the game. The Niagara River Lions, 113. Cape Breton Highlanders, 109. Highlanders had a 17-point lead at one time in this game.